The explosions that took place near the Murrell on Wednesday signalled that ordnance clearance work is underway on the Bennett's Paddock housing site. Since construction began at Bennett's Paddock in 2021, a number of munitions have been uncovered, and before the last plots were sold in late 2022, excavation work on the site paused. A paper looking into clearing Bennett's Paddock went before Executive Council in December last year, which was not approved due to more detail being sought. However, Exco at the time did agree to just over £100,000 of additional funding, which included employing an EOD specialist and a further report to be considered before work began. This report was approved in an extraordinary Exco sitting last week, and the work was given the green light.
The challenge in Bennett's Paddock is associated with munitions that were left behind after the conflict, not fired, so left behind from those gun positions. And then when British military units came round to clear up, basically they buried in the munitions that had been left beside those pack howitzers. So the challenge of Bennett's Paddock is one of recovering munitions that have been left behind after the conflict. Everyone talks about UXO, or unexploded ordnance. This is what's called AXO, so it's abandoned explosive ordnance. It becomes armed only when it's fired up the barrel of an artillery piece. So there's a very significant difference between an item that's been fired up the barrel, lands at the other end, fails to function, and the item that's been left just beside. These are the type that have been left just beside a artillery piece. So the risks are significantly lower than unexploded ordnance as most people understand it.
2 locals have also been employed to assist on the site, marking the first time Falkland Islanders will have been involved in explosives clearance in the islands.
It's fantastic to have the local guys involved. They are very enthusiastic, they're very keen, but they're also, I've been very impressed with the professionalism and the way in which they work. And what it gives us is that extra depth and that extra reassurance that when Phoenix and Guy in particular leave us in May, we will still have guys here that understand the risks involved. They know what they're looking for, and they can carry on and go through the processes and hopefully provide us some support if needed into the future.
The discovery of the ordnance was the latest in a series of delays at Bennett's Paddock, but the hope is that now clearance work has begun, it will be completed in April, with the final plots being released, allowing owners to begin their house building.
We are keen for them to talk to us now in terms of if they have a known layout for their plot, because actually if they're going to excavate an area, that will help us in terms of taking that level down to get greater assurance that there's nothing below it. So by all means they can contact us here at PWD now if they have those proposed layouts, etc. But in general terms, it's moving forward. Their plots will be available within the next couple of months, and hopefully we'll see Bennett's Paddock fully developed in the near future.